The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be an absolute monster. And today we got some seriously official information straight from one of the most reliable sources out there, ICE Universe. These aren't CAD leaks. These are official body measurements and hardware details that give us the clearest look yet at Samsung's next flagship lineup. So let's dive in. ICE Universe has just shared the full body data for the entire Galaxy S26 series, and here's how the lineup breaks down. The Galaxy S26 comes with a 6.3-inch display measuring 149.4, 71.5 x 6.9 millimeters. The S26 Plus steps up to a 6.7-inch panel with dimensions of 158.4, 75.8, 7.3 millimeters. And finally, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, the king of the lineup, comes in at 6.9 inches, measuring 163.6 x 78.0 x 7.9 millimeters. What's impressive is how Samsung has managed to refine the form factor again while keeping that massive Ultra feel intact. But that's not all. In another exclusive tweet, ICE Universe revealed that the entire Galaxy S26 series will use LPDDR5X memory running at 10.7 gigs per second, the highest spec RAM currently in mass production. That's a big deal because this isn't just about speed, it's about what that speed enables. The final tweet explains exactly that. The S26 Ultra's 10.7 gigs RAM provides a serious camera advantage compared to the S25 Ultra's 8.5 gigs ICE Universe even shared a full comparison chart, and the differences are massive. Thanks to the higher bandwidth, the image signal processor can handle multi-frame HDR and RAW data much faster. That means shorter shutter lag in night shots, smoother 8K recording, and cleaner AI-driven image enhancement. It also improves noise reduction, frame stability, and thermal performance, giving users sharper photos and steadier video recording across all camera modes. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is already one of the most talked about upcoming flagships, and much of the buzz centers on its camera upgrades, especially the 3x telephoto sensor. But now, new details from reliable insiders are giving us a clearer picture of what's really happening. According to the official CAD-based renders, the S26 Ultra has become slightly thinner, but the camera bump for the 3x telephoto lens remains unchanged. That's an important clue. If the physical space for the module hasn't increased, the sensor itself can't get larger. In other words, the idea of a bigger 3x sensor was never realistic. ICE Universe confirms that the S26 Ultra will continue to use a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto sensor with an f/2.4 aperture and a 1/3.94-inch size, consistent with the current design constraints. He also addressed some recent misinformation. Some rumors suggested that the S26 Ultra would feature a 5,400 mAh battery, but ICE Universe has debunked that. Samsung finalized the 5,000 mAh capacity long ago. Changing it now would require a full internal redesign and recertification process, which simply isn't happening this late in production. On charging speed, Anthony the Galax clarified that 60-watt fast charging was never in doubt. References to this rate have been found directly in the One UI system code, confirming that any claims of slower charging are incorrect. ICE Universe also shared what he believes are the final camera specs for the Galaxy S26 Ultra. 200-megapixel main camera f/1.4, 1/1.3 inch. 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera f/1.9, 1/2.52 inch. 50-megapixel 5x telephoto f/2.9, 1/2.52 inch. 10-megapixel 3x telephoto f/2.4, 1/3.94 inch. Overall, it looks like the Galaxy S26 Ultra is focused on refinement rather than radical hardware changes. What's your thoughts on this? Do you think these updates are enough, or were you expecting something bigger? Let me know in the comments section below. We're now going to run through the full specs, design, and expected pricing to help you decide which one is right for you, so hit subscribe now, and let's dive right into it. First up, the standard Galaxy S26. It's coming with a 6.2-inch dynamic A&O LED display with improvements in brightness and color accuracy. We get a 120Hz display with HDR10+ and a resolution of 1080x2340. The display will be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. For selfies, it has a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera. On the rear, there's a triple camera setup consisting of a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, but the exact sensors are still unknown. It'll be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 chipset and comes with 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4000 mAh unit with 25 dV fast charging and 15 dV wireless charging. It will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband support. The phone will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at around $800 in January 2026. Next, we have the Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus, which may also be known as the S26 Edge. This one will come with a 6.7-inch dynamic ANO LED display with similar improvements in brightness and color accuracy. You'll get a 120Hz display, HDR10+, and a resolution of 1440x3120, protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. There's a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for selfies. The rear setup includes a dual camera system with a wide and an ultra-wide camera, though the exact sensors are still under wraps. It's also powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 and will come with 12GB of RAM and storage options of 256GB or 512GB, UFS 4.0. The battery is a 4900 mAh unit with 45 dV fast charging and 15 dV wireless charging. It will support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. This model will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to be priced from $1,000 in January 2026. Finally, we have the premium model, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. This one features a 6.9-inch dynamic ANO LED display, again with improvements to brightness and color accuracy, 120Hz refresh rate, and HDR10+, with a resolution of 1440x3120. And it will be protected by Gorilla Glass Armor 3. There have been reports suggesting that this could feature the first ever under-display camera on an S-series phone, likely an 8-megapixel under-display selfie camera. On the rear, it will come with a quad camera setup featuring wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, and periscope lenses, but the exact sensors are still unknown. The phone will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 in all regions and will come with 12GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of storage, UFS 4.0. It's packing a 6000 mAh battery with significant improvements to fast charging. As expected, it will also support 5G, Bluetooth 5.4, Wi-Fi 7, and ultra-wideband. The S26 Ultra will launch with One UI 8 based on Android 16 and is expected to start at $1,300 in January 2026. Overall, it's looking like the Samsung Galaxy S26 series is going to be an exciting release, especially if the Ultra becomes the first S-series phone to feature the under-display camera. Samsung seems to be continuing their strategy of improving and refining their phones, rather than completely redesigning them for the sake of it. And just like all new phones, there will be a major emphasis on software, with AI playing a huge role in the user experience. The launch is still a bit far off, but we can expect plenty of information to leak as we approach the release date. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on the latest updates.